I remember doing proofs and theorems. For those of you that don't know what those are, just look it up in geometry. But here's the simplistic thing of a proof and a theorem. They would put a problem up there and you had to prove it to be true. And I remember her putting something silly up there like 2 + 2 = 4, now prove it. And I remember sitting in my chair, remember I don't like math. I've never liked math. Thinking, what do I need to do to prove it? I've known 2 + 2 = 4 for as long as I've known what it is. But she takes off on the board. If J is R's cousin and L goes out with J, if F is to P what J is to R, and K is to M and L, and she fills this entire board. I was lost. I'm still over here in the mindset of 2 and 2 are 4, now prove it. That wasn't the problem. I'm making a point. It seemed so ridiculous to me that I couldn't even understand the 2 chalkboards she filled. But I will never forget this teacher. I was a good student who cared about her grades. I loved foreign language, but I was tanking in geometry. And she kept me after school one day and she walked me through step by step. But that's not where she changed me, because I had stories of teacher after teacher after teacher after teacher of, I'm just not a good math student. Please, please, please never look a child in the face again and say, insert your subject may just not be your strong suit. Please don't ever say that again. Because remember, seeds. Well, I had heard those for a long time. And I said to this teacher, you know, Mrs. Johnson, math is not my strong suit. And she said, geometry's not math. She said, geometry's not math. You just said geometry's a foreign language. And you like foreign languages, right? I said, I do. She said, time to learn this one. And she said, from now on, you're going to do this. Whenever I get to a step you don't understand, you're going to do this. And I'll back up and do it again. Promise? And I did. And I went to her Tuesday and Thursday after schools because I didn't want to be completely stupid and pause the class because I could have lived with my finger in the air most of the time. And she would go back through the steps effortlessly as if it never bothered her. Now, what's the seed? What's the seed she taught? She taught me that there's nothing I can't do. That no matter what the topic is, no matter what the subject is, I have what it takes to work my way through it. And while I may not like it, it may not be something that I wake up and enjoy, I have the tenacity in me to work myself through the problem. And when I think of the things that have happened in life after, disagreements you may have with your spouse, the raising children, that's its own. Raising children, going through college. I never felt more stupid than what I did when I was in college. The graduating from college and working in a teaching job, the starting to teach and they not get, and students not getting, and you're starting to question what I did or didn't know. I go back to that seed that Mrs. Johnson planted, which is, I don't have to know everything. I just have to know that I can get out. I can figure it out.